Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. I thought that I would do a kind of like a follow-up vlog to my last one that was like this. A lot of people were asking me how I kind of got myself out of the rut that I was in and stuff like that. So I guess to explain that, you kind of need to go a little bit back to the beginning. Um, if you've been around for a while, you'll know that the Empire used to be, well, everyone that's within the Empire all used to be part of what used to be NZ Blokes. And yeah, we all kind of walked away from that at the end of last year. And that wasn't an easy thing. That was actually quite a hard thing for me to do. So that took, yeah, quite an emotional toll, but that's a whole nother story. Anyway, so there was that. And then a couple of weeks later, my dog passed away, and that was really, really, really hard. Um, and yeah, and a bunch of stuff happened. Obviously, the house burnt down, and then we moved to Tauranga, and adjusting was a little bit hard. So, and that was kind of where it all really came to a head. Was when I was sitting in my little office next door one day, and I was like, "Look, I'm getting in a bad spiral. Like, I knew that I had to get myself out of the downward spiral that I was in." Um, and I think maybe a week before that, maybe two, I'd been to the gym that I was looking at, or the one that I'm going to now, and I went for a look around just to see what it was about. And yeah, like, so that was something to kind of give me a bit of direction and a bit of focus. But ultimately, yeah, like, it was about 2 weeks later, I was badgering my mate to come to the gym with me, and he still hasn't joined yet. But like, I kind of felt like I needed that support to go and do it before I didn't think like I could do it by myself. And then, so it kind of got to a point for me where I was like I said, I was sitting at my computer. I was really angry. I was really sad. I was in a pretty bad way, and I knew from the past that if I let myself carry on like that, that I was going to end up in this sort of ever descending downward spiral, and it was just going to get worse and worse and worse. So I thought, well, no, I have to do something. So the main thing that I did differently, well, the main choice that I made was I said, okay, well, that gym that I went to 2 weeks ago that I haven't thought about since, I'm going to go down, I'm going to sign up, and then as soon as that money's on the line, you kind of feel obligated to go. So that was kind of the main thing, and it was a little bit hard kind of going by myself because I didn't really know what to think, what other people were going to think, or like all of that kind of crap. And that all fell away at the first day. I mean, like, the gym that I'm going to is called Aspire Fitness here in Tauranga. It's a really good facility, but it's also really welcoming. Like, I've actually made a bunch of new friends through the gym. Just, like, people that are on the same buzz as you, it kind of really helps. Um, but yeah, I mean, so that was probably the key thing that I did. I was like, okay, right, well, I'm gonna do this, and then yeah, and then like I've been stuck in. I mean, this was, well, nearly 6 weeks ago now, and it really did make the world a difference because once I started applying things like, okay, well, I'm going to the gym, I may as well eat a bit better. So then you start thinking about stuff like that, and then it's probably the one of the things that's been the most helpful is that I've got a really, really good support network. Like, my mum's been super, super supportive of, like, hey, let's go and buy this from the supermarket. Let's go try this thing out. Let's try this thing out. And so, that's been really good. But ultimately, it's just been down to either people that I barely know, or friends from a long time ago. I mean, a perfect example is my friend Jaden. I mean, he's very much into the whole vegan lifestyle and stuff like that. And like I said in the last one, I have no intention of going vegan, but certainly implementing those kind of things, it kind of helped me, and having that support network of Jaden. I mean, Jaden's been calling me almost every day for the last 2 weeks since he knew that I was sort of interested in this stuff, and he's been super supportive and just tons of suggestions and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I guess going back to the original thing of what actually changed, it wasn't so much anything that changed, it was just I had it in my head that I knew that I was going somewhere negative, and it was going to get worse if I didn't do something drastic. So I mean, obviously, what I'm doing now is quite drastically different to what I was doing 3 months ago, which was, I occasionally ride my bike, and to me that was a bit of fitness and keeping the excess off, which it wasn't. And I just ate whatever I wanted, and I didn't really think twice about it. So I guess now it's kind of, I guess now it's not. I don't want this thing to define who I am. I don't want that. I certainly don't want that. But it has certainly given me a lot of alternative ideas. I mean, the last thing I want to be is I mean, and nothing wrong with it if this is your buzz, but I certainly don't want to be one of these people that's at the gym every day, to, taking selfies for Instagram and stuff like that. I mean, for me, I still want to be me and do me and enjoy the things that I've enjoyed, but implementing this where, I mean, like I do go to the gym pretty much every day. Um, but for me, it kind of, when I get there, I feel like, certainly when I'm working out, it feels good. It makes me feel really, really good. And when I leave, it makes me feel really happy. So, and that, like I've just got back from the gym, half an hour ago now. And I feel good. I feel happy. And it's a lot of it is, I think, chemical. Like it's endorphins, like you go to the gym, you have a good workout, you get everything going, and you just feel good about it. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, I guess it's not dissimilar to sex. I mean, it's a lot of the same chemicals that are sort of, giving your brain these positive things. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess the other major thing that I've done different is in terms of, like, my dad and I banter a lot, and some of it can be kind of cutting at times, especially when it's something like this where I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna make this salad, 'cause I want to feel good, and some comment, it takes a lot. Well, it used to take a lot for me to hold back and shoot something back. Now I'm just sort of like, hey, look, that's not constructive, or whatever it is. There's lots of little ways that you can change what you're putting out, and that also then changes what you get back. And I guess yeah, that's probably one of the key things in terms of, I mean, like living in in this teeny tiny house with my parents is not what I'm used to, and as a result of the fire and whatnot. But it's been testing, very, very, very true. I mean, we lived in motels for a couple of weeks. That was terrible. But I mean, I guess now it's kind of me learning to kind of deal with a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I mean, get back on topic. I mean, it's down to the choices that you make, and nobody's going to make them for you. When I initially made this choice to, go to the gym, eat better, stuff like that, like nobody told me to do it, nobody helped me do it, it was entirely me. And it wasn't until, and actually this is an interesting thing, because I was having a discussion with my mate Phil the other night, and he was saying, oh, I don't want to bother people by asking. And I found, by putting it out there and actually asking someone like for example, Big Matt that used to work on Blokes, so hopefully we're getting him back to the Empire soon, if I ask him something, he'll go over and above what I've asked to make sure that I've got the right information and the right support for what I'm asking about. And that makes the world of difference. It really, really does. So I would say, if you're making new ideas, put it out there. I was very reluctant to put a lot of this stuff out there. When I think about a week or 2 weeks after I started at the gym, my friend Nadine that does a lot of my tattoos, she put up a thing on Facebook saying, hey, she's doing the gym and she's, going to make herself fit and stuff like that. And I was like, that's awesome, I'm doing that too. But I hadn't put it out like that until last night. I actually put my first post up about it last night, primarily because, just to say, like, thanks, and I'm going through some stuff, really positive stuff, but thanks for all those people that have been helping and being there, and it's brought even more people forward with support and stuff like that, and that support makes it so much easier. But like I said, to get going, to get that kick off, it's down to you. It's entirely down to you. You've got to make that change to, if it's joining the gym, if it's going for a walk every day, if it's, going playing with your kids or anything like that, whatever it is, you've got to make that initial jump. And as soon as you make that jump, everything else is easier. I mean, I remember the first day that I got back from the gym, one of the first days I got back from the gym, I remember getting in my car thinking, I'm so glad that I've got an automatic. But, now I feel like, when I go to the gym, I feel really good. It makes me feel happy. It makes my body feel good. And like I said, that was a choice and an idea that was completely spawned from me, and it was actioned. That's the important part. It was actioned by me, and nobody else can do that for you. So you've got to be the master of your own destiny, sounding like Jaden here, and you've got to make those first steps. But and shout it from the rooftops if you want, or you don't have to. I mean, it's entirely up to you. But I guarantee that if you know people, like, I mean, I'm very blessed to have a lot of really helpful friends. around this sort of stuff. But you know, if you know someone who's, you know, either a gym junkie, bodybuilder, nutritionalist, random vegans are always keen to talk about what they're up to. Those sorts of people, you know, reach out to them and say, hey, I'm interested in what you're doing. And you know, if you give them the time of day and you don't take the piss and you actually, you know, listen to what they've got to say, you'll be amazed at how much you can learn. And I guess that's the point where I'm at now, because I'm 5-6 weeks into this new idea. The thing that I've learned now is that there's a lot that I don't know. There's a lot more that I don't know, and I'm keen to learn. You know, I mean, the main thing for me is something that, like I say, isn't going to change who I am as a person. It isn't going to change my goals or anything like that. I mean, I've just added some realistically. I mean, I haven't really set myself any goals at all. I mean, the idea that I really just had was it'll be a little bit slimmer. That was it, and leaps and bounds past that now. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'll wrap it up there. I think I'm starting to ramble. But yeah, no, like I said, that change and those choices come from within you, and do it, man. Like, a year from now, you'll wish you'd started today. I swear to God. Like, that's probably the most important one. Like, all these people are like, oh yeah, no, I've been thinking about it, I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking about it. Do it now. Do it right now. Turn this video off, go for a walk. Go to sign up at that gym you were talking about. Go to the supermarket and buy something that's going to, you know, make you happier, you know, food-wise. Go and do some research about what sort of, you know, some good superfoods are and stuff like that. And yeah, anyway, much love, and personally, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support. I mean, like I said, this is a follow-up. You can go back and watch the other one. I think it's called Don't Mess With Vegans, which is a bit of a joke, but you'll get it when you watch the video. But yeah, thanks immensely for the support. And yeah, I mean, just, yeah, keep on keeping on, and yeah, thanks for watching.